Hi, welcome to the Truth Podcast. I'm Akin Sam, and with me is
Blessing Iyogun
and Mary Augustine.
Yes, it's been a fantastic week, and a lot of you have been shouting "Heaven Baby" up and down on this internet. I hope your Heaven Baby is not from Edo State.
What's that supposed to be?
I hope your Heaven Baby.
Excuse you. Anyway, let's move.
In other news, I've been hearing that our president has finally appointed somebody as his new DG. I was expecting that the FCT minister, the one and only Diopa Wiki, will actually be the one to take over. But again, what can we say?
Yeah, I guess he's good where he is.
Yeah. By the way, a lot of things have been happening in the office space, and it has brought us to this topic. Mm-hmm. Should co-workers actually know the salaries of each other? For example, we are in the same department, Blessing.
Mm-hmm.
Adventure, you came into the company a year earlier than me, and I joined the company a year later than you. Mm-hmm. Are we supposed to be on the same salary structure?
Well, I think a whole lot of things makes for salary structure. Okay. Well, when you're not talking about years of experience, but we're doing the same job. First of all, you need to ask, is our JD the same? Do we have the same job description? Do we have the same qualification? We may be doing the same. I may have a PhD, may have a master's or a BSc. So those are considerations. So we may be doing the same thing because maybe there is no other office created for my level, but they still need my expertise. Okay, and we'll also need other hands. So for one reason or the other, we may be on the same level, but we don't have the same experience. We may have a higher qualification, probably just had a PhD last year, and I'm still on my BSc, but come on, I have 10 years experience. So many things make for this salary scale. Okay. You know? Yeah, that's what I think.
And I'm going to come to you, Mary Augustine. Because, Oriaku, will you be comfortable knowing fully well that we are in the same department? You are earning 200.
No. Go there. I think we, first of all, let's go like this. The question is it okay for two workers, to know each other's salary?
Yes.
And, from what Mrs. Young just described, she just talked about, somebody who's coming, somebody who's there already. You're talking about experience and all that. Of course, they'll pay them differently.
Why?
But I think, no, of course, they'll pay them differently.
I'm not in the same department.
No, but I think what I want to mirror that is that should they, even though they are earning differently, should Mr. A know that Mr. B is actually earning this?
Whatever it is.
Yes. Well, salary is a private thing. There's two ways to that. So should it be transparent or should it be
Yes, that's the point
private?
Of the conversation.
Yes.
The point of the conversation is not what anybody is earning. The point of the conversation is, should it be open?
Yes.
Okay, that's exactly. So that from there, that's what we'll now drive. So you think that salary should be open? You think it should be private?
Okay, no. But
I feel, look, I really don't have any issues because it should be private in terms of I'm not going to go around telling people this is what I earn. But if I'm a level 9, everybody should know this is level 9. Yes. Okay, even if it's not government, if there's a position I'm eyeing, I should be able to know, this position pays 300,000. Not because of my coworker per se,
exactly.
But because I am eyeing that position. Okay. So I want to know what the portfolio, so that's the salary. That's when it becomes transparent and public.
That's what the topic is.
So I would want to know what that portfolio. But now, what if we're all on the same portfolio and we have different salaries?
Exactly.
Because exactly. That's what happens in private organizations.
Yes, that's what happens.
Just like you mentioned, just like you mentioned that a lot of things, the value you offer, how valuable you are to the company might make them decide to this person, even though you guys came together, you have the same qualification and all that, but your value different. So for that, this person is going to earn higher than this person.
But what if this is Oga's favorite?
And the person doesn't do as much.
Yeah, it doesn't do as much. You know that the person comes to you to even finish.
You know definitely that we're going to get to that part because we really applied. When it comes to private organization, there are just a lot of these things because sometimes I want to say that sometimes they also do with emotion, how they feel, how the employee make them feel. how they feel really. So they just use that
someone knows how to honor me.
This one knows how to this one knows how to
I just love the way she makes me feel so like a big,
so that applies to the salary. Of course, you're also going to say maybe years of expertise, like you said. So it could be, even though we earn the same, even though we have the same qualification, we are doing the same, we're playing the same role. It might be that I came earlier than you, and of course, I've been in this job, so I have a certain level of experience. That's or even tech.
And that applies abroad a lot, even beyond your qualification. You want to see what you can do. So your experience and your technicality makes you. So you could be in the same office. They'll tell you this is what you're earning because of what you bring to the table. So that's a value.
Exactly. So of course, there are a lot of things that actually makes you. So like now, what we want to know is that at what point, somebody was saying that that she does not think the salary should be hidden. Why is because if there's no foul play, why is he under the, like why is everybody hiding?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
The reason why something is you should need to hide something is because there's something else that is being noted before.
Yeah, because
considered. Yeah, that's the word. Considered before the salary. If not, why shouldn't co-workers know this person goes on with 120, this person goes on with 150?
Well, it could cause, like we said, it could cause some divide. That's the truth. Whether there's favoritism or not, it could cause a divide. So that's why probably they wouldn't want people to know.
It could cause a divide if there is a foul play. But if truly you see that the person who is doing the work is going on with exactly what you should go on with, just what that is supposed to do for you is to make you also try to do the work the person is doing.
Yeah, that's another. Yes, that's a point. That's what you should know.
It should make you do the work that the person is doing. But then the reason, I'm not saying that might be like all the reasons. Like, of course, there are different reasons why salary. An organization might decide to hide salary. However, I'm saying sometimes it could be because of the foul play underneath it. They know definitely that there's someone that's already doing the work that is being underpaid. Maybe because the person is not a favorite, and it's not be fair that the person hear what the next person is earning.
So how would you react? Let's say for like an instance now, that you're doing the same, that you're probably even doing more than this person, and you're bringing a lot to the table, and you just happen to hear that this person earns more than you. How would you feel? How should co-workers handle such instance? Because it's life issue. How would you handle it? Would you just resign and say no? Would you confront the person or the HR? How would you,
First of all, you've known.
Yes.
Okay. And knowing it is something that should, especially in the private space, is something that is kind of concerning. I don't see it as a problem with my coworker knowing how much I earn. Because of course.
You don't feel it brings some resentment or anything?
No. It means for me,
I see not the person when she said, "Show me with this," you'll be like, "Please, just."
No. Yeah. I never saw life that way.
Okay.
Reason being that I felt you must have been doing something right for them to have actually decided to give you higher. For example, I know of a company where I joined in, and I know somebody who has been there for over 4 or 5 years, and to an extent, when I was joining, they were kind of making a statement like, "Oh, you're coming to replace this person." Now, that statement alone created me some enemies.
Yeah, some vibe in the office. Yes,
because of course there will be people who align with this particular person. And even when I asked them for help at different points in time, there was this resistance. And they were like, Shebi, you claim that you're the one. Whereas that was not me. But it was just, in quotes, the management trying to, whatever political play they were trying to play. And then
you just happened to be in the middle.
I just happened to be in the in the midst of all that, I just had to meet these people one after the other. And like, what's going on? Why you guys? I'm not here to replace anybody. In short, you know what I said doing? I started calling the person boss in front of them so that it doesn't look like you're coming to replace them.
Yeah, so you still gave him that honor.
So I still gave him that honor that
you were here before me.
Show me the way, no problem. I am not here to replace you. And as God will have it, as time went on, everybody now realized, oh, he is actually not that kind of person. You know?
So you wouldn't go to like the boss, the person defining the salaries.
No.
You won't go to the HR. You wouldn't.
No.
Okay, no, but you are the receiver. You're not the one.
I'm the one at the
receiving.
No.
But I mean the person that is now feeling.
That's what. No. That's what.
That person was reversed.
That person
did
something and was like,
HR say, why?
No, the person actually.
This person just came.
The person actually did that.
To be upgraded.
And that's what we're saying for you. If you were the
person. No, I didn't see any problem with that. Now,
no, you don't understand. That's
even if I've been the one there for a long time.
Yes.
And then somebody was coming
have you been in that kind of position?
Yes, I have.
Where you were the one being on that.
Yes. And the other person
longer.
Yes. And in the midst of all that, I did not care.
Did you ask for a raise? Because it's not bad to ask for a raise.
It is not bad to ask for a raise. Yeah. But instead, what I chose was I just sat down and I tried to improve myself. Okay. Now, the moment I had gotten what I wanted,
you left.
I left. Everybody rests.
Actually.
Do you understand? Because in the real sense, for them to value that person more than you who have been around, it tells you something. You are probably have not measured up at that point with that person.
Or you're probably not doing as much eye service as they want.
Do you get? Honestly,
I feel like 80% of corporate work is eye service, 20% is where they do.
No.
I promise you.
No, I
you mean in the private space or
yes, in the private space. No.
Really, but they need productivity. So why would
trust me.
Yeah, because the private they need to make money.
If you can lick shoes,
profit at the end of the day.
If you can lick shoes,
why would they be banking on eye service rather than actual?
I promise you, you need to be up and doing. If you can be doing so much on that, so much anonymously, so much, I don't want anybody to know, I'm just okay. The fact that it's been done, that's my, no name to it. You do good, but you don't label, you don't put a name, you don't put anything. And, it looks like you're not doing anything because nobody's seeing you flying up and then nobody's seeing you.
Yes.
Nobody's seeing you put a name on it. So anybody could actually hijack the work.
Yeah,
you could have done like maybe 80% of the work. Somebody hijacked the 20%, run with it, and then the person is being seen as the fourth runner. Meanwhile, you do like the groundwork.
Yeah.
So now that's why I said 80% of corporate work from the years, my years of experience. I'm just talking. I'm not saying that might be like, but I'm saying from my years of experience, 80% of corporate work is eye service. If you want to know, there is this tweet somebody did one time, tweeted one time about how likability is what gets you there, blah, blah, something like that.
Okay.
And people on the comment, they were concurring like that because they were not they were not going to
social,
they were not going to leak shoes and all that. They were not going to tone down for anybody. They didn't go far in their corporate organization. Now they had to. Now the minute they changed that, they went as far as the minute
because there's social space.
Even when they were not doing anything, that's why they were just moving and blowing their feathers everywhere, putting name to everything. Before you say this, even hijacking people's work. They went far. Just like you said, productivity.
It's a wild world.
Yeah, that's what they want to see. Like, that's what the bosses want to see. They want to see that you are moving. They want to see like somebody. Now, what happened is sometimes, I know that many times they actually know who does the work.
Yeah, they do. I want to believe they
know who does the work. However, I think they like who shows the work. Who is more visible. Who is more visible. Yes. They know who is doing the work, who is not doing the work or whatever. But sometimes they just want to see that the work, you are soaking yourself in it, you are looking like the work. That's the word. Yeah, you look like the work. You carry yourself like the work. I don't know if you get it. So, these things are things that can actually make or buy your salary. And this is me telling you.
No, but then again, it also depends on the personality you're dealing with directly as a boss, as weird as it looks. I've seen situations where someone else comes probably from outside the country and is in charge of a department, and the person's opinion is completely different based on just 1 month of sitting down in the office and observing everybody around and realizing that, the person really doing the bunch of work is not even being regarded, whereas the person who just comes and show off is the one who they're giving all the praises to. Now, in those kind of scenarios, you will then need somebody who is intelligent enough to, speak on your behalf. But this is where I think most of these discussions can come to an end. Irrespective of where you are, be visible, be skillful.
Yeah.
Because if you can combine both properly, I don't think the sky is your limit. Yeah,
that's the social.
Be visible.
Yeah,
that's just make sure
not
that
just be visible, you can be visible
and not be like, oh,
but
God.
you need to be likable. This is something that I personally had to know. Honestly, before now, I really don't care. Not like I do now, but I mean,
things will even pass you by.
I really like. Really don't.
Click.
I really don't care. You don't like me. It's really your headache. There's really nothing I can really do for you. Like, this is who I am. But you know, it's something that I've come to see. And if I am going to tell someone who is coming into the office, I'll say, you just have to try your best to be likable. I mean, just try it. It's not like
faking it or forcing
it. Just try a little. Now, the try they are going to try is, number one, I think you should not be the Jesus of anything. That's one wrong I did for myself.
Be the Jesus.
You can't be the Jesus. Don't carry anybody. Don't seek justice on behalf of anybody. Never. In the corporate organization, you never seek justice for anybody. If they so need the justice, it should be in the front. You be behind them. But you cannot be in front of anybody. You can't cry more than the beauty, because honestly, this I should tell. I'll tell if I have like a new people have to, I'll tell them that, you know what, you know how to dodge a boss because around here they throw people under the bus. So do you know how to dodge a boss? Because it's one of the things you need to learn. It's a skill. You need to learn how to dodge, because throwing under the bus is something that you corporate organization. So you see, you need to try as much as possible for you to be likable. Like, people, at least your superiors to like you. They just need to be, and that's you you don't need to be like the active, they don't need to see as the activists of the team. You don't need to cry more than the bereaved. If the thing is truly paining them, you should take the front row and fight for justice and all that. So these are the things that actually determine who gets paid more.
Okay, and that's when you're already in, because you're just coming up and you're a starter. Well, you may not actually they don't know you, so that impression, you may not have that luxury. But it's not bad to inquire. To me, if you go into a place, what does this rank earn? What do they earn? It helps you to aim higher. But personally, I feel salaries are private things, because people start, taxing will soon start. You go and buy million, don't you earn more than me? Please, if you are buying lunch tomorrow,
women,
you are taking me for this thing. You earn more, So you start judging what you earn and what you come out.
So
basically,
women are always hungry in the office.
No,
Anyway, this is what we'll call it today. It's been a lovely podcast. I'm Akin Sam once again.
And I'm blessing you, though.
And this is Mary August.
Enjoy your Friday night.
Bye.
See you next week.